Hi, Maggie Wild, the Potentialist. I just wanted to say on this amazing Monday morning that sometimes life kind of throws us some curveballs. And no matter where you are in life, no matter what stage you're in, curveballs come. And I had a curveball or two in the last couple of days that appeared in my working in my professional world. And you know, no matter how big or small a curveball is, when it does come your way, it can trigger certain responses. And certainly there was a couple of triggers that occurred for me this week that I became very curious about. And I just wanted to really give you a picture of how important being, even in my world, and I'm sure this goes for you, how important being curious about the curveballs that come, of course, but also our responses to them. And in our Emotional Eating Solutions program, and certainly in our Unleashed program as well, I talk a lot about being an emotional detective, an emotional eating detective when we're triggered for food or alcohol or all that sort of stuff, but also an emotional reaction detective. And this weekend certainly tested that for me. I was able to sit in that curiosity and become that curious observer. You know, the real us is not the reactor. It is not the one being triggered or the one that has the habits or behaviors or the emotional responses that are automated, that are unhelpful to us sometimes, like angers and fears, etc. But we're the observer of ourselves doing all of those things. And so this week tested my ability to sit in the observation seat and really witness not only the curveball as they came, but witness my body's reaction to those and my brain's autopilot reaction to those. And yes, I still got triggered, and lucky for me, I was able to catch that within a few seconds and kind of be curious about it. But I did witness the stress that my brain's reaction had on my physical body. And in that witnessing, I was able to just stop, pause, do a brain training recipe, there it is, that's not me, that curious reaction that my chest had, that curious reaction that my breathing responded to, that my breathing actually contracted, and I stopped, I held my breath as I felt that reaction kick in. And so just a reminder for us all to become a little bit of a detective, and in times of mild, situations where you get triggered, to, quite more extreme cases where we are triggered by our environment or triggered by the people we love or people we meet along the way. It's just always important, no matter where you are on your journey, to remember that being a detective, a curious detective, and just witnessing the experience from an observer's point of view of how your body reacts, what your brain does, what your thoughts do, and your emotional state. And by being curious about that, it puts us in the driving seat to switch off our reaction and handle the situation far better. And by being that curious observer, switching off your reaction, you are in the prime seat to be able to do that. So one of the ways to do that is to be the curious detective, just floating above ourselves and witnessing the experience and our reaction to it. And then just simply saying, there it is. That's not me. There's that reaction. That's not me. If it could speak to me, what would it say? And we would just witness whatever thought comes to mind. If it had an emotion, the emotion might be whatever again comes to mind. If it had a sensation, what's the sensation? What part of the body contracted or stopped breathing, or where was the lump in the throat? Was there something going on in the body, a churning in the tummy, an anxious feeling here, or what was it that was going on for us that would allow us to switch that up? And just by witnessing it, we can reduce the intensity, often by more than half of our reaction. And then if we stop and pause and be curious about the fact that we've been able to reduce it by half, how much further could we reduce that? Perhaps by doing the process again. There it is, that reduced reaction. I now feel it in my state where it feels like, state the sensation now. If it could speak to me now, it might say. If it had an emotion now, the emotion might be. And we can just watch and be curious as we reduce it down again, often by half or if not more. And we can keep bringing that down. So if the intensity of our reaction was at first a 10 or a 12 or a 15 on the scale of 10, then we can witness that becoming smaller and smaller. And then we can handle the situation with far more conscious control, without our body going into a knee-jerk reaction, without our brain going into a knee-jerk reaction. We get to choose how we respond. So enjoy, become an emotional reaction detective to your cravings, to your urges, to your emotional emotions that come up for you that are triggered by external and internal factors. And just be really curious about it and use that little technique. Remember, it's a brain training recipe. That's not me. That's just wiring. There it is in my state where it feels like, state the sensation. If it could speak to me, it would say, state whatever thought comes to mind. And if it had an emotion, the emotion might be whatever it is. That's not me. That's just wiring. An amazingly simple tool, and by golly, it works. Have fun. Sing out if you would like some help to work with that in areas of your life. Our direct email, info@thepotentialist.com. Be your potential, not just today, but every day and into your future. Have fun. Bye for now.